Hey, what's up guys? It's Harley here. Welcome back to the channel. I've just slammed my Canyon Aeroad. It's already aggressive as hell, but I've just taken out the two spaces to slam it as much as possible. A really cool and ingenious way that they've actually done it, which I haven't seen on any of my other bikes. I'm not sure if any other of the new brands do it, but the spaces for the Canyon are an alloy split ring that you can actually take into two pieces. So what that means is you don't actually have to take the bars off the fork to actually take out the spaces. It's really a cool idea. None of my other bikes have got it. I'm not sure if any of the new ones, but even my 2021 Amonda doesn't have it. So what you end up doing is you've got to take the bars right off the bike, then you've got to actually cut the fork. So if you don't like it, you can't go back. You can do it where you put the spaces on top of the bars, but then it just looks weird. You've still got this long extended fork post with the bars with a few spaces. And then if you cut it, which most bikes do, all of my bikes, you have to cut the actual fork, you can't go back. You're sort of stuck there. With the Canyon, it already comes with these two of these spaces. Once you take these off, you just push the bars down, and then you can also just release them back up and put the spaces back if you want without having to do any cuts. So as crappy as the seat post issue's been, this is actually quite a cool thing. So I've just done it. I wanted to do it again and just film it for you just to show you that they've actually done something quite cool because they get a pretty bad rap for the seat post issues, as we've all seen. Another thing I just wanted to also remind everyone is just to check that they don't have any play in their fork. It's something that I just do religiously anyway, but I just remember when I started riding that was a big one, is grab both of your brakes and just try and move your bike back and forward and just see if there's any play in the actual fork where it goes through the tube. Because what that ends up doing, if you've got carbon forks, which a majority of us do have, it actually wears on the fork and you can create what's called the ring of death, which can cause a failure and you can snap your fork. So I just wanted to, if nothing else, just everyone go and check your bike and just make sure you haven't got any play in the front fork. If you do, give it a tighten up or take it to your mechanic because it can be a really big problem. So yeah, let's get on to slamming the Canyon and I'll just show you how easy it is to do. Okay, so we've got the bike here. First of all, we're going to take out the plug. Now, underneath that plug, there's a thread that threads between the two, the fork and the actual frame itself and the handlebars. Once that's loose and we've taken that off, we're undoing the pinch bolts, which fasten the handlebars to the fork steerer tube. Now that's loose, all you do is lift it up, side to side, push down the spaces. While I've got you guys, please remember to like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me get this information out because it just helps the algorithm. I really appreciate it as well. Cheers. Now when you push down the spaces, they actually have a bit of play in them because they're a split spacer. They're not one piece. You don't have to take the handlebars off. So just pushing them down and they release. There's one half there. And then the other half there, and they link together. You can see the teeth there. Brilliant idea. That part there weighs 8 grams. I've already weighed it. It's neither here nor there, it's just for height and to slam your bars. So then you just push it back together as best you can. You don't want any give in there. Try and line it up, obviously. And then you just screw this part in. And that connects the bottom of the fork to the frame and to the bars. And you want to make sure there's no play in that. Otherwise it creates the ring of death, which is a problem. So here's just checking. Brakes on, backwards and forwards, no play, that's good. So they're connected, the three parts are connected solidly, and you don't over tighten that because you can strip it. Now just doing finger tight, the actual orientation of the bars to the fork. And then it's a 9 Newton meters fastening for the actual screw there to make sure that the bars are aligned properly. and then just using a torque wrench up to your 9 Newton meters. Perfect. Then what you do is you unscrew the Canyon tool. Everything's locked in place, it's not moving anywhere. Put the plug back in, make sure it's lined up the right way. Check it again, everything's lined up, doesn't move. Yep, no give. Bars are slammed. Sweet. Well, that's it, guys. That's how you slam the fork on the Canyon. Real simple process. It's been really cool for me. And I can always go back if I don't like it, which I can't do on my other bikes because I've had to cut the fork. So yeah, well done Canyon on that. And if any other new bikes have it, then that's a great thing too. But if they don't, they should probably, I reckon, look at doing it because it's a great idea. And guys, just don't forget to check that your fork hasn't got any play in it because that's a big one. That's life and death. If there is play and it's been there for 6 months, I don't know how long it was since you last checked it, or it was probably your mechanic that checked it last. You just don't want to have that because it can cause a failure and the fork can snap and you're gone. So yeah, just check that out. And until next time, take it easy.